Come on. Come on. Champions of Europe. Champions of Europe. Once again. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. You know, this kit, it's a very special kit from 9 years ago. Man's got to go buy this year's kit now. Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. Twice has football made me cry in my life. Happy tears. I've cried a few sad tears. Today was one of those nights. I was crying like a little baby. Crying like a little baby, and I'm bloody proud of it. Chelsea now have 14 more legends, 15 more legends. Who cares? Let's make it 26. Chelsea's legend cabinet has been increased by 26 people. Oh my God. Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, N'Golo Kante, Thomas Tuchel, Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Mendy, Reece James, Azpilicueta, Ben Chilwell, Jorginho, Kovacic, Christian Pulisic, Timo Werner. But all the others as well. Hakim Ziyech, bloody Tino Angerin, Billy Gilmore, Marcus Alonso, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Olivier Giroud. Zuma. Can't even think of all of them. Kepa Arrizabalaga, Willy Caballero. I hope I'm not forgetting it. Emerson Palmieri. Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot put it into words what I felt today. Honestly, I think I've had about 15 million heart attacks and 17 strokes and all sorts of things. We have a super chat from Pablo here saying, "We effing did it, lads. So happy for Aspi and Kante. Unbelievably deserved." Oh, bro, it's so deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. That'd be massively appreciated, because you're not subscribing to anybody. You're subscribing to Chelsea Fan TV. And you know what Chelsea are? Champions of Europe. You're subscribing to Champions of Europe Fan TV. So get subscribed. Smash that like button right now. And exactly, wait. One second, bro. 1 second. Joey's raring to go. 1 minute, my man. Get subscribed, smash the like button, hit the notification bell button, subscribe to my personal channel, to which the link is literally in the title. Just quickly before I get Joe on, do download the OneFootball app, to which the link is literally in the second line of the description. Download the app. You get all the Chelsea news. And you know what that app will tell you? Chelsea are champions of Europe.
Yes, guys, this video is sponsored by OneFootball. Check it out. The link is down in the description below. OneFootball is the most reliable app you can have for all footballing news regarding any team in Europe, be it club football, be it international football. The one place you can go for the most reliable football news is the OneFootball app. So, guys, check it out. The link is down in the description below. Check out all sorts of news regarding your favourite club. Check out the Transfer Indicator app on OneFootball to check out the reliability of it. But check out the OneFootball app, the most reliable app for your footballing news. It's down in the description below. Check it out, guys.
But hey,
Joe, how are you doing today, man? Can you just tell me, bro? What have we done tonight?
What we've done? We've won the Champions League for the second time. Is what we've done.
Oh,
that
my
is
days.
what we've done, man. Oh my God! I've got my guys coming in. Hang on, I'll mute so I don't have to.
Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. Night Star, appreciate the donation, appreciate it a lot. Saying they said we wouldn't do it, Lawrence. We bloody did it. Oh my days, we bloody did it. And we had to do it the hard way. Not quite as hard as last time with penalties and that, but
mate, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, do you know what? Even if we did win, that was one of the most entertaining games of Champions League football, final-wise, I've seen for a long time. That was end to, at least for the first 45 anyway, end to end, it was entertaining. I didn't know who was going to win. What a pass from Mason. What a finish from Havertz. Do you know what? And before, guys, full disclosure, I'm not doing a tier list tonight because everyone gets GOAT status because we've just won the Champions League. Lawrence and I are going to end at the same time, but wow.
it's unbelievable, honestly. Like, I can barely put it into words. Like the nerves today, like the nerves building up to it, and I tried to like not get too caught up in all the build-up to get myself too hyped just in case, do you know what I mean? Because, the more excited you are, the more it hurts after. So, but today, I was just sat there, I was just trying to find things to do so I could, distract myself a little bit.
Yeah,
why is it so late in the evening? Why couldn't we do it at midday?
Oh, man. Honestly, but do you know what? I've been trying to pick out flaws in our game plan, and I can't find any.
No.
Apart from, and look, do you know what? This sounds so harsh, but realistically, could we have won 2 or 3-0? Yes. Did we have to? No. So it doesn't matter. Look, we don't have to. I'm not going to be critical tonight because I'm elated like the rest of us. I'm not going to pick problems in our game because there aren't a problem in our game because we've just won the Champions League. So let's all just be grateful in that. None of, even the comments, no, oh, so-and-so was rubbish, XYZ was rubbish. We've just won the Champions League.
No one was rubbish. They were all brilliant.
Exactly.
A lot of them were brilliant.
Which is one of the reasons I'm not doing the tier, partly because it's party time, but no tier list today. Everyone's on GOAT status. However, I will say special shout out Antonio Rudiger. He is the reason it was 0-0. He is the reason it stayed 1-0. I thought he was fantastic today.
Honestly, we won't give them ratings, but I still think the players all deserve individual mentions tonight because, of course, it's a team effort. And as a team, we won the trophy today. But I think they've all been so brilliant throughout, especially since January and especially throughout the Champions League campaign. And if you put it in the Champions League campaign, it's been all bloody season since October or whenever the first game was this year. We lost one game and that was in the 92nd minute to the best overhead kick I've ever seen in my life. Do you know what I mean? We lost one game. Edouard Mendy kept 9 Champions League clean sheets this season. 9.
Not only that, he was unemployed 5 years ago. He was unemployed.
He made his Champions League debut with us this season.
He was unemployed.
It's crazy. It's crazy. What a man! What a man! Honestly,
not only has he got a Champions League trophy under his belt, he also holds the record for, I believe anyway, he holds the record for most clean sheets kept by a debutant. That is ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure he holds the record for most clean sheets in a single season of any goalkeeper. Does he not?
Yeah, you are probably right, but even better. Wow, man. This was, what a day. This was ridiculous. Ben Chilwell, everyone knows how much I love him, but what a hero he was.
Oh my God, yeah.
Rudiger, incredible. Aspie, true colours were shown today. There's a reason why we've kept that man for so long. He literally performs in every game, but not only that, tenfold in important games. Yes, I'm gutted Thiago Silva had to go out, but what a substitution Andreas Christensen turned out to be. Pretty much a sure goal for Ben Foden. Blocked him. What a game of football that is for our starting 11. That was incredible. Insane.
Unbelievable.
Game of football. I'm shocked. I'm still in awe and shock that we have actually got to this point. And I will say, as a Chelsea fan, big up to Frank Lampard because he's the reason. His overperformance in the year beforehand is the reason we are here. Yes, we might not have got there if he was still here, but he is the reason we're there. So he deserves as much plaudits as everybody else. Tuchel, however, you are a genius. Please stay at this club for as long as you see necessary. Insane.
100%. 100%. I could not agree more. It's not possible without last year. I mean, who knows where we are next year? If Leicester don't bottle it, say obviously we won tonight, so it's kind of pointless. So I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but you get what I'm trying to say. You need to qualify to the competition to win it in the first place. It's impossible otherwise. You know what I mean? And Frank got us here. Frank and the boys got us here, and they got us through the group stages. We topped the group. We our best group stage results since God knows how long. Can't remember. I remember it was a long time ago. And then they said we couldn't beat Atletico. Easy. Well, they didn't really say we couldn't beat Porto, but they said we couldn't. They said we couldn't beat Real Madrid. Easy. We made it more difficult than it had to be.
I'll tell you what, Lawrence. They said so. We beat Atletico. They went, oh yeah, they play really defensive. They're Spanish Burnley. They're no, but Porto's a really tricky game. We beat them. Oh, they were quite easy. You won't beat Madrid though. We beat Madrid. Oh yeah. They're not the Madrid they once were. Every single person that wasn't a Chelsea fan was trying to put dirt on Chelsea's name and was trying to give a valid reason for why we've made the final. The main reason being Thomas Tuchel has absolutely sorted this team out in a way that I can't really conceive properly yet. And not only that, he is now 3-0, possibly 4, but he's now 3-0 against Pep Guardiola since he's been in control of Chelsea Football Club.
3, yeah.
We are a fantastic football team. We should be contending for every single trophy we could potentially get our hands on. Today was a fantastic performance. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Man City didn't really show up. They absolutely did show up for the team they had set out. This was a fantastic Champions League final performance from everyone, from the kit man to Kai Havertz himself. This was incredible. I don't think anyone can disagree with me in the fact that City were outplayed today and we did it fantastically. This was a great game of football. What a pass from Mason Mount. What a finish from Kai Havertz. And once again, being the narcissistic Chelsea fan that I am, we could have won by more. What a great game of football. It was a fantastic game of football, and I've got no negative energy towards that game. It was fantastic, and I'd be an idiot if I would come out here with you and criticise players, because everyone did their job to perfection today. It was brilliant. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
It's honestly like you can't even really put it into words like how crazy it is. And like NG Flip says here, PSG fired Tuchel for Poch. Like if any of you are in your house right now, go outside, check in your garden, because you might find PSG in your mud. Because I mean, what an L. They couldn't even win the bloody league. I mean, the man's literally taken over from Arsene Wenger as the definition of failure. Like what an L. What an L. Yeah. Oh, honestly, what an L. But Mr. Fantasy PGA Tour, I've known you for a long time now. Appreciate you a lot. Appreciate the donation. And the same goes for you, Zion. I'm sorry if I butcher your name all the time. Champions of Europe, honestly. Champions of Europe. Like, when I saw the team, I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Everybody was talking about, mind games, and, Tuchel might do this, and Pep might do that. And at the end of the day, both did exactly what everybody expected them to do. I think the only minor doubt was whether Pep goes Zinchenko or Cancelo at left back. Otherwise,
I disagree. I was surprised. Bear in mind, like I thought there was going to be a Fernandinho or a Rodri at the game. I didn't think.
True, that is true. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That is a surprise. Yeah.
Like, I mean, essentially, obviously not in the grand scheme of things, but he essentially went for 6 attacking players, and that surprised me.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the midfield. That is true. That is true. But hey, Pep does Pep things, and Pep does Pep things and just overthinks it. And what was it?
Yeah, bold fraud, mate. It was no, but do you know what? Fair play to Manchester City, but I think we outplayed them today. There were chances, and of course, first of all, in contention, because I know it's 1-0 and there'll be City players. It wasn't handball. The Reece James handball was not handball. Absolutely not. And it, very well officiated, I think, for 90 minutes of football.
100%. Except that Gundogan should have been sent off after 20 minutes because he held the shirt of, was it Mason? It's a clear booking. And then he literally drop kicked Mason in the air.
Yeah.
So
you think in recent history, though, it would go, so Ederson's palmed it outside of his area. 95% of the time, you'd have bad officiating, and that would go, oh, hang on, straight red card, free kick. But they let it play on, became a goal, fantastic goal.
Yeah.
I've got no... Do you know what? Not only am I happy that we've won, I'm also happy that we've won through no form of controversy.
100%. No, 100%. I couldn't agree more. That's it. I mean, I'm not even sure whether he could have given a red card because obviously Ederson did touch the ball, actually. So I'm not sure whether the red card, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Or do you mean because it was outside the box? It wasn't, was it?
Yeah, and well, obviously, first of all, shout out to Havertz getting his first Champions League goal in the Champions League Final.
What time to do it, bro? What time to do it?
But he could very easily have gone down. I know he only touched the ball, but he could have gone down and that would have been looked at and blah, 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 blah. But he carried on and he wanted the goal and fair play. Like it was like, even Timo Werner, yes, he should have scored. I mean, that part when he tried to shoot with his left and it actually went with his right. I don't know. There was probably a lapse in judgment. There was probably a bit of a blood brush to the head. Apart from those, and luckily it didn't come to fruition, he didn't put a foot wrong.
His run makes the goal as well, because his run drags, I think, Diaz, and that opens the space for Kai to go through with so much space and opens the space for Mason's pass. So as much as people will say, oh, Werner did this bad or whatever, without that run, there's never the space for Mason's pass, and the goal probably never happens.
Yeah, but not only that, he's clever enough to go, oh, I'm quite quick, actually. So he's done sort of a wide berth around Ruben Diaz to keep him on side. That's very smart. If he just went a wide berth to the left, Ruben Diaz is going to close him down and they're both going to be offside. I actually think that was a really, really intelligent play by Timo Werner there. And yes, honestly, I'm one of the people that gives him criticism, but he is. If he could get
not tonight.
Yeah, if he could get a pre-assist, I would give it to him, because he's obviously, that was a fantastic pass and a fantastic finish. But the way he set that up is huge plaudits, and long may his hopefully his poor run of form goal wise doesn't continue. But I hope his pursuance of being that sort of attacking player continues.
100%. I mean, tonight's game was literally the entire season for Timo Werner in a nutshell. Bottles the chances that he should score, because realistically he should score 2. Like, let's be honest, he should score 2.
That's what I'm saying. It should tonight. In my head, it should be 3-0, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm not going to criticize him for it, because do you know what? Blood brush to the head, whatever. Yes, I know X, Y, Z. Oh, we paid this much. He's got a Champions League medal in his first season. And you know what? We can all call him a flop. His goal to assist ratio, and I know that's only sort of new, but also this guy, Arsenal was still number 1 in London, where if you can contest us with Champions League trophies, we'll be there.
That's just too funny.
But no, mate, honestly, I don't really. Obviously, like, we'll find some stuff, but I think I haven't got a negative thing to talk about for once as a Chelsea fan.
No, the only negative thing tonight was Thiago Silva's injury. Honestly, that was the only negative thing I could see. Because aside from that, especially the first half, it was end to end. We should have scored. Then they nearly scored. Ben Chilwell with a wonderful interception tackle ahead of Mahrez. Then we should have scored again. And then they had, obviously, the over-the-top ball from Edison to Sterling. Thankfully, messed up his first touch a little, so Reece could get in there again. And that isn't even... Reece didn't even do anything wrong there. We need to hold the line when the goalie has the ball. And Sterling is just ridiculously fast. There's nothing you can do about that.
I mean, Reece James and Azpilicueta, of course, conspired against Sterling that whole game. But what a performance Reece James had tonight.
Wow, unbelievable. He cut the curtains off and man turned into a machine.
Yeah, he incredible. Mendy, I'll go as far as to say Mendy was actually pretty uncontested for the whole game. 1 shot on target in 97 minutes of football by Manchester City, and that's not us.
Although that is like half dodgy, because we had about 3 not goal line blocks, but blocks that were shots that would have been on target. I mean.
But as goal for a Champions League final, that's a pretty uncontested goalkeeper.
100%. But I was still really happy with Mendy, because he was so confident tonight coming for these crosses, and he caught them all so well. The only thing I was like, obviously Reece made up for it after Sterling's poor touch, but I thought Mendy could have come for it. Nothing came from it, so it's all good. But I thought Mendy could have come for that, because Sterling only controlled it in the box. So in my opinion. Mendy should probably have come for that, but hey, it doesn't matter. And he caught all the balls so incredibly well. We touched on his story earlier already. Like I said, what a story. What was he, 21, 22? He was unemployed, basically giving up.
5 years ago. 5
exactly.
years ago, he was unemployed.
Basically giving up on football. And look at that. Look at what he's achieved. I'm so happy for him. He went, fell to his knees, crying, like all sorts. It was beautiful to see. And what wasn't beautiful to see, like I said, you know, the one bad thing, Thiago obviously being in tears when he had to come off, but I'm sure it's all forgotten now. Hopefully his injury isn't too bad and he can make the Copa America. I'm sure he wants to,
Mate, I'll tell you what,
if he's selected. But
his organisation is the reason in the first half we're still 0-0. He is an asset to this team, and long may his asset prone issues continue. He is. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. Hopefully, it was precautionary. Of course, it was Champions League Final. I was gutted. Also, I'm so grateful it was Andreas Christensen and not Kurt Zouma.
Yeah.
But,
Honestly, Christensen came on. I wasn't even that worried. I was very convinced that he'd do a great job. Like, the same thing happened many, many months ago now, but the same thing happened against Tottenham, right? In one of the first few games of Thomas Tuchel. Thiago Silva, after about half an hour, you know, does his hammy in. Christensen comes off. We win the game. Christensen, for the next 2 months or whatever, is our best centre-back. Then obviously Rudiger's form got better and better, and Thiago Silva came back, and then Christensen got injured, and it kind of phased in and out of the team. But I was completely calm when he came on. I had no worries at all in comparison. I was like, he's gonna do a job. Like I tweeted it already. I tweeted it as well.
With Dr. Mantis, Dr. Mantis the bargain. Big up, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Very funny. But yeah, we agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Timo Werner is the reason that goal stood. Let alone count.
Yeah, why it stood and why there was the space to for the whole movement to happen in the first place. And ladies and gentlemen, by the way, if you want to get involved in that chat, and obviously because there's a lot of people in the chat, it's difficult to mention every chat message. And please do use the super chat function if you want to support the channel and make sure we have something to highlight. And of course, subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV if you haven't already. Like I said in the beginning, not just Chelsea Fan TV, Champions of Europe Fan TV. So get subscribed, smash the like button, because not only is London blue, not only is England blue, because fair enough, City won the league, but bloody all of Europe is blue.
Europe is blue.
Exactly. Europe is blue. So smash the like button to make that like button turn blue. Subscribe to my channel as well. I've just hit 10K as well, but hey, we're not stopping here. Let's go to 15K, so make sure you subscribe. The link is in the title. And who's the next guy I want to talk about? Already kind of gave bloody hell. HTX M3RCH. I'm not sure. HTX merch, whatever. With a $50 donation. My bro, you're a hero. Appreciate it a lot. Saying champions.
Yeah, big up for that, man. Big up.
And we are still not at our full potential. Teams should be scared. Oh, they should be very scared, bro. They should be very, 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 very scared. And
Lawrence, Lawrence, man of the match, your personal man of the match. I'm going, and it is biased. Yes, it is biased, but Ben Chilwell.
For me, it's between Chile, Reece, and Kante. Between those three.
Yeah, insane. Well, that's the thing. I didn't see Kante for the first 45 minutes, but that is why he's the player he is. Because
exactly. I think the way the first half went, the type of player that Kante is, you want to not see him, and that's kind of was part of why he was good. If that makes sense.
Yeah, fully. Yeah, he's sort of so I describe it because I'm a musician, as you can see, but I describe him as the Bernie Taupin of this group. So for those of you that don't know, Bernie Taupin is the person that writes all of Elton John's lyrics. And I think N'Golo Kante is very much that type of person. You don't really see what he does, but it is probably the most important part of our entire football game. I think he is fantastic. I think he is an asset to this team. I think what a joy to have in your team. He plays like he's two different people. He's incredible. Like
he won even half the headers as well. I mean, obviously City don't have a tall team either, to be fair, but still, like he did everything. But I don't even want to skip players because I need to shout out Aspie. I was bricking it, and I was running for diapers already when he was down with his knee injury. I was scared as hell, right? But thankfully, it was just a clash of knees and he was fine. What performance. Some of those clearances and blocks from the crosses, unbelievable. The way he, jumped into Kai Havertz's interview, loved it. Absolutely loved it. And Rudiger, you touched on it as well. Go on.
If Aspie doesn't get a statue after this game, then there's something seriously wrong with the board, because that man is a fucking hero. Like, he's so good, man. Like, he's like N'Golo Kante, he's such an unsung player of the team. because everyone goes, oh, one mistake per 90 minutes. Oh, he's terrible. What a player he's been.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, it's been unbelievable. And you touched on Rudiger earlier already. What a block, get well soon to De Bruyne. That looked rough, looked very rough. But obviously, Rudiger stood tall, as he does. Never collapses, never fails. Man was up for it. Man was up for it. And what I love so much about what Rudiger does is, and he said this in an interview the other day, in his younger days, his big problem was that he was almost too rash and too over the top, but he still kept that aggression, but managed to tame it to the perfect level. And I think this season, as much as the start of the season was super difficult for him when Frank obviously had him 5th/4th choice centre-back, I think it must have taught him something, because I don't think Rudiger has ever in his career had a 4 months with this consistency that he's shown in the last 4 months. Yeah, he made one mistake, and that was the own goal against Sheffield United. And, you can certainly debate whether the problem wasn't more Mendy with lack of communication. Do you know what I mean? So even that's not, I know it's his own goal, but, it's a little bit like with Jorginho. You probably didn't expect Kepa not to be in the middle of the goal for the Arsenal one. Do you know what I mean? And it's probably the similar one with the Rudiger one. His consistency has been absolutely unbelievable, and hats off to him, fair play to him. And go on.
I'll throughout the game itself, it did annoy me how negative of a footballer that Jorginho was, but he was there for a reason. He did everything that he was asked of. He played. Not a single player on that team gets less than a 9 out of 10 tonight. We've won the Champions League.
No, 100%. I thought Jorginho was brilliant. Obviously, I know what you mean with the backwards passing at times, but at the same time, I'm like, well, do I rather that, or do I rather lose the ball in the dangerous areas and City score? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the Champions League final.
Shout out to Mateo Kovacic when he came on. Someone gave him some sort of drug when he came on. That was insane.
He must have been fuming to not start, I reckon, because obviously he's never actually featured in a Champions League final.
Yeah, big time. Big time. I'm so happy, man. Like, what a time to for those of you that don't know, I've only recently, halfway through this season, have just joined Chelsea Fan TV. What a time to be part of this group. Obviously, I've been a Chelsea fan my entire life, but what a time to be part of this group that is not only up and coming, but is also part of one of the biggest clubs in Europe now, not even London. Just so happy to be part of this. Like, please, if you can, follow me personally on Twitter and YouTube and all that sort of nonsense at BluesBroJoe, as you can see underneath my face. But even if you don't, everyone's happy. I'm so happy about. Like, I haven't got a negative thing to say. I know we've got to sort of like fill out our time and go, oh, what was good, what was bad. It was all good. We've just won the Champions League.
No, honestly, there's, like you said, we can't say a negative thing. I'm just kind of still letting it almost sink in a little bit, because it's just, like I said, I mean, the nerves. And then when Pulisic didn't score that chance to make it 2, and you could even see Tuchel going to his knees, and and then obviously that Mahrez shot at the very end, like that far over. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had my heart not. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sunk all the way to the other bloody side of the world, to bloody Australia. That's how far it sunk when I saw that shot flying. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. And before we get to the subs, because you mentioned Kovo already, but Mount, not quite as much ball involvement today as we've definitely seen him have in other games. But that pass is outrageous. That pass is outrageous. The fight, and there was one moment in the first half. They basically held us on the break. I think following a corner of ours, or maybe a free kick. And Mason Mount literally went on an 80-yard sprint. I know it was early in the game, but still, 80-yard sprint, and won the ball back at the edge of our own box after he was just in, the opponent's box attacking, right? And, I didn't see Kante. I didn't see, well, I suppose the other attackers, you let them off a little bit. But I saw Mason Mount go on a sprint from all the way up top to all the way at the back and win the ball back. What a hero. Honestly, what a hero. And Timo Werner, we touched on that. And Kai Havertz, like I said, or like you said, first ever Champions League goal. I mean, hey, he will have a wonderful Chelsea career. And if anybody doubts that, you're an idiot. But even if he doesn't, the man just won us the Champions League. and every penny we spent on the guy is fully worth it. Fully worth it already. Like, he just, like, he basically did what Drogba did. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously not in terms of the whole career, but just to put it into context, because I feel like because the team was so stacked of legends and now we have this young team and, signings and stuff, I feel like people almost view it a slightly bit differently, right? But Kai Havertz did a Drogba today. Kai Havertz went and won us the Champions League. Like, it's just not. You can't amend
good pun, man. Big up Jack Crozier.
Big up the pun game. I love it. There you go. And Pulisic as well. He came on, did his thing. Unfortunately, couldn't score. Would have been, what a time for Captain America. I'm sure he was disappointed at the start, but hey, who cares? At the end of the day, I mean, I love that about Jorginho. The day, like yesterday, in an interview with Chelsea TV. He said he was asked whether he knows yet whether he will start. And he said, no, we don't know yet. And we'll probably be told tomorrow before we go to the stadium. But then he said, it doesn't really matter who starts now. All that matters is that whoever starts just gives everything and we win the trophy. It doesn't matter if I start or not. And I'm not trying to take a dig at Pulisic here, but that's what I was hoping for Pulisic to say after the semi-final when he was asked, were you frustrated for not starting? You can still feel frustrated, and I'm sure Jorginho would have done had he not started. But that's what I want you to say, if that makes sense. Like, that's what you need to say. It doesn't matter who starts. All that matters is that we win. That's the team spirit we need. And it was right there. And I loved also Tuchel, obviously, on the sideline, pumping the fans up late on, because I mean everybody knows it, right? How tough it is as a fan when you're in the ground, you're 1-0 up in the Champions League final. It's almost tough to sing because you're so tense, you're so scared, but so excited at the same time that it almost like blocks you from the singing. And sometimes you need that little push from a manager, from a player to get you going again. And that's what Tuchel did today. And it was, what a man, honestly. Like, we touched on it earlier already, the PSG thing, but what an L from them. And what an appointment. Like, we all loved Frank. Probably a bit too early in his career, as much as last year was great. And, in the end, obviously worked out brilliantly, but probably a bit too early in his career. Hopefully he'll come back a better manager one day and be more successful. But what a replacement. I mean, obviously 2012, we won it with a new manager as well, but that was a caretaker taking over, and then he won the Champions League and got the full-time job. Thomas Tuchel is such an elite level manager. I mean, he won 3 games in a row against Pep Guardiola. I mean, I don't know, but I would be very confident in saying no manager has ever beaten Pep Guardiola 3 times in a row. And that goes for Klopp and Mourinho and everybody. I'm pretty sure no manager has ever beaten Pep 3 times in a row.
Especially not a debutant of the best league in Europe. So, yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm elated. I'm ecstatic. I'm so proud of all the players. I'm so happy for anyone that has supported Chelsea for, do you know what? Even like 4 months. If you've supported them like myself since birth, obviously it means a little bit more to you. But anyone that has carried the Chelsea flag at this point, wow! Like, I'm so happy for all of us that I have nothing to say. I've got nothing bad to say. I'm going to go party with my friends that are in the lounge at the minute, but yeah, I have absolutely nothing negative to say about tonight, and I'd be an idiot if I thought otherwise. Big up Frank Lampard. Big out all the starting 11. Big up the substitutes. Big up Thomas Tuchel. Big up Roman Abramovich. Big up everyone that has cheered Chelsea's name this entire day.
100%. And
entire day, entire season. You should all be proud of yourselves, because once again, we are once again the underdogs in a final, and we did it. We outplayed a team that we thought were going to beat us 3-0. I was so pessimistic before we got to this final. Everyone be proud. Everyone just be happy, be proud. If there are people that say we didn't deserve it, don't even listen to them. Be happy. We've won the Champions League for the 2nd time.
Honestly, like, it's crazy. And like Didi says here, if France win the Euros, Kante better win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
Kante better win the Ballon d'Or if France win the Euros. Like, there's no 2 questions about it. Obviously, depending on who wins the Euros and how that goes, that can obviously influence things, right? But if France win the Euros, and hey, especially with Benzema in the squad, in my opinion, they really should win the Euros. There's not many roads going round Kante for Ballon d'Or. And yes, Roman, someone asked it in the comments, Roman was at the game. Big up Roman Abramovich. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it here. Joe has got some celebrating to do with his mates. I've got another stream to do. Exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, let me say it one last time. Champions of Europe for a second time. And you know who'll never sing that? Manchester City will never sing that. I mean, you can try and you can try.
What was that, Loz? What can you?
Well, let me say it again.
Yeah, what?
Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions. So nearly threw my microphone.
But what I will say, guys, before we jump off, for those of you that don't know, obviously, big up. Please follow Lawrence if you haven't done before. So, I'm new to all of this. Thank you, all of you that have been like generous in your comments and following me on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. I am still new to this. I'm still sort of like coming to grips with it. But I'm so happy to be part of this team. Please follow me if you want. If not, I haven't got any content yet, so follow Lawrence instead because he's much better at it than I am.
No, follow Joe anyway. He's great at what he does. He's not been doing this for a long time. And hey, considering that, hey, if you go back to when I started doing this, you're definitely doing better than when I started. Do you know what I mean? So, shut up.
But yeah, guys, I'm so happy to be part of this. So please follow me, follow the fan page Chelsea Fan TV, which is what it's now called. And again, we will explain why we have changed the name at some point. But if not, follow me, follow Loz. Thank you so much for making me feel welcome. Bearing in mind, I only came halfway through the season. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to Sammy. Thank you to Lauren. Thank you to Lewis. Thank you to Ben. Thank you to Kwaku. Thank you to everyone. I hope to see you next season and long may our success continue. And yours, Lawrence. So thank you.
Well, exactly. Hey, that's it. That's it. A season has come to an end. Hey, the grind don't stop. Transfer windows open, season player ratings, all of that. There's loads of faff to come, so definitely get subscribed. Lewis was at the game. Sammy was at the game, so definitely subscribe if you want to see a match day vlog because that's going to be fun. So get subscribed, like Joe said. Subscribe to my channel. The link is in the title. Just click it like my name says down here at Lawrence Vescoli. Obviously, so follow all the socials of Chelsea Fan TV as well as Joe. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, champions of Europe, and we'll see you. Guys.